I'm sure many of you are interested to get hands-on with Microsoft Fabric and want to take advantage of the 60-day free trial to use its services. This includes full access to all of the Fabric experiences and features and OneLake storage up to 1 TB. To sign up for the free trial, go to app.fabric.microsoft.com. However, this requires a work email address. So if you enter a personal email address with Gmail or Outlook, for example, then it won't work. Let me show you. I'll try to sign up with a Gmail address. As you can see, it says that this email looks like a personal email address, and we're required to enter a work email address. So there are a few different ways around this, but let me show you the approach that I personally find the best in order to maximize your experience with Fabric. My approach is to create an Azure account. And I hope most of you know what Azure is, but it's Microsoft's cloud computing service, and it offers a wide range of services including computing, analytics, storage and networking, with pricing based on a pay-as-you-go model, where costs vary depending on the resources and services you consume. So with Azure, you'll need to enter payment information to register, but you won't get charged anything unless you actually use the services, which we won't need to do to start the Fabric trial. So all you need to do is use the Azure account to create a user with a specific domain. This user gets assigned a custom domain ending in onmicrosoft.com. We can use this email address to start the Fabric trial, and this will all become clear soon. Okay, so go to azure.microsoft.com/free, or simply search Azure free trial on Google. If you have an Azure account already, then feel free to skip this step. If this is your first time using Azure, then you can get a free trial, which gives you up to $200 worth of Azure credit. Otherwise, you'll be added to the pay-as-you-go service. In any case, you won't need to spend any money. Just click on Start Free, and then follow the steps and fill in the relevant details for yourself. So as part of the first step, you'll need to enter your Microsoft account email address. If you don't have one, you can click on Create One. And then the rest should be simple details that you need to provide, including your card details. And like I said, you won't be charged unless you use the services. Once you register, you should be taken to the Azure portal. Here's the account that I'm signed into. You can sign in and out of this account using the Microsoft account that you used when you created the Azure account. So now let's create an Azure user so we can use this user's custom email address to start a Fabric trial. So on the global search bar, search for Entra ID. And then go to Users. You should already have one user, and that's the account that you signed up with. This should be an admin account. We need to create a new one, so they're assigned a custom email for this Azure organization. So click on New User and create new user. So notice the onmicrosoft.com domain. We can use this domain to register for the Fabric trial. So give the user a name, and it doesn't really matter what the name is, and then give them a display name, so user1, and then give them a password. Make sure you remember the email address and password, and then review and create, and then create. So refresh and you should see the user details here. So click on the user account, and here is the user's principal name. So you can actually copy this email and then go back to app.fabric.microsoft.com and then enter that email. And as you can see, this time it works. So click on Sign In. Sign in with the email that you used in your Azure portal when creating this user. And then you'll be prompted to change your password. So do that, and then sign in. You may be asked to authenticate using the Microsoft Authenticator app, and you have until 14 days from when this is required. All you need to do here is install the Microsoft Authenticator application on your phone and follow the instructions to enable two-factor authentication. It's very straightforward, but for my purposes now, I'll click on Ask Later. So now specify your details select your region, provide a phone number, and then agree to the terms. And click on Get Started. Great, so that should take you to this screen. So there's one more thing to do to enable the trial, and that is to click on this icon here, and then click on Start Trial. So this should now take you to the Fabric homepage, where you can see all of the different experiences. And as you can see here, the trial has begun. So you should now have a 60-day free trial of Microsoft Fabric without needing to use your work email address.